Should you choose a job you love or a high pay? Join us in this conversation as we highlight how important job stability is when considering whether to follow passion or a high pay. As usual, my name is Mary, and I'm glad once again to be joined by Noella, our interview coach, in this conversation. Thank you, Noella, for joining in.
You're welcome, Mary.
I know when we are talking about passion and high pay, there is money involved, and everyone is always excited. Yes, let's dive into this conversation. And even before we look at which option to opt for as a professional, what role does personal values play when it comes to choosing between passion and pay as a professional?
Personal values do play a very key role when choosing between passion and pay. And this is a very interesting topic, Mary. Thank you for inviting me for this conversation. Personal values play a very key role when candidates are choosing between passion and pay. And it's something that they're very keen on, okay? Because this can either make you or break you.
Your career.
Exactly. So most, for example, candidate who, let's talk about matters of faith as the example. A Christian, for example. As a Christian who is born again, there's some places we wouldn't expect them to be, or there's some jobs we wouldn't expect them to be associated with. Regardless of how much this job is paying, this person will be very keen on which jobs they are taking. Okay? Yeah. Another example is you are used to working 8 to 5 job, an 8 to 5 job, which is very flexible for you. But here comes a job which is very high paying, and you're expected to work up to 8 p.m. or 10 p.m. Yeah.
Or so even over the weekends.
Exactly. That is not it's does not align with your personal values. So you would easily reject that job. Yeah.
So indeed, what you're trying to say is professionals or candidates should also put into account their personal values before running into getting a high-pay job.
Right.
Interesting. Now, looking at this subject, whether to choose a job that you're passionate about, that you love, or a high-paying job, what are the risks, what are the dangers of prioritizing high pay now over job satisfaction?
There are so many dangers. You might not be considering them or thinking about them at the beginning, but later you might start to see them. And number one is burnout. This comes after like a while after starting to work with the company, because now there is workload, there is long hours, especially a high paying job. It might come with long working hours and a lot of responsibility. So there will be burnout because now this is not something that you're passionate about, remember. Career stagnation. You have taken a sales job, yeah, for example, which is giving very high commissions. It's a very good deal. But your career is in communications. As time goes by, you of course you'll stagnate in your career path. As time goes back, you want to shift back to communications, and you see now time has been wasted here. Another aspect is job dissatisfaction. You're working as a sales manager, you're earning the highest commissions you've ever earned, but you're disconnected from the products that you're selling because you're not passionate about it. Yeah. And yeah, some other things come like work-life balance. Working long hours just because of the pay.
Sure.
But are you having time for yourself? Are you having time for your family? Right.
You may not even have time to further your studies.
Yeah.
If you're looking to further your studies. Interesting. And I know there is also the issues of financial insecurity that comes with choosing between job satisfaction or high pay. And that brings me to my final question, even as we wrap up this video. How important now is job stability when considering whether to follow passion or consider the high pay?
We all want job stability. That is something that everyone is looking for. So financial security comes in. because you when you're going for a job, you want to be financially secure. You want to know that this job is stable, so it comes with financial stability. And that is why someone, when preparing for an interview, even applying for any job, you would do your research on the company to know whether this company is stable. If it's stable, then you would go for it. Yeah. Also, the long-term career planning. Okay, you are looking for long-term career growth. And this job has to be stable. If the company is not stable, then of course you won't be going for startups, because now when you're comparing a startup and a well-established company, of course you would target the well-established companies. Yeah. Also, risk aversion. Some candidates are risk averse when it comes to jobs, so they would easily settle for a government job, which is permanent. It comes with permanent and pensionable, comes with a lot of benefits, as opposed to a freelancing job, which has so many uncertainties. Yeah. Then lastly, emotional well-being. The uncertainty of job stability comes with a lot of stress and anxiety. You never know when you just, at the back of your mind, you know, one day this job will, you know, it will crash.
You might wake up to an email,
Exactly.
unpleasant email in the morning.
Yeah. So you're living with a lot of stress and anxiety. Yeah.
Interesting. So job stability is very important to consider when deciding whether I should go for a high pay or I should follow my passion.
Yeah.
And I agree with you, because people seem to thrive more in their areas of passion. So if you're looking for long-term career advancement,
Long-term satisfaction, you would,
financial security, though sometimes it may not necessarily be there, but if it can be able to meet your bills at that particular time, then it's perfectly okay.
in the long run, it will pay off.
Interesting. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Thank you for having me, Mary.
When determining whether to opt for, to follow passion or to go for a high pay, this is a very critical decision that you have to make. And the most important thing is to always follow your passion. If not, consider the conditions that comes with high pay, because definitely to whom more is given, more is expected. So it may not be as the normal 8 to 5 kind of role that you are used to. And that is why we encourage you to always reach out to us for career advisory services. We are able to have a free consultation session with you. And if possible, we even schedule you with a career coach. You get to discuss this with professionals, people who have walked through this journey before, and get to make informed decisions whenever you find yourself in such situations. We believe this has been insightful, and we encourage you even to share with us in the comment section topics that you would want us to discuss, and we'll be glad to cover them in our upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.